now.
Yep.
This graph here is pretty much real time. So if you turn on the kettle, turn on whatever, you'll see this flow chart change, you know. So at the moment you're doing 1.4 kilowatts on your roof.
Yep.
You're using a 0.8 in your home, and you can see the remainder is charging the battery. The battery's at 40% at the moment. It comes with a charge on it, you know.
Yeah.
So then you'll see then that button there is obscuring us. So that's the grid. So you're not taking anything from the grid at the moment. So, but if the battery was dead and it was raining, you would be taking in from the grid. You see that, or if the battery was full and you were producing, you start exporting to the grid, and you'd see that as well. You know,
Yep.
you'd see the flow chart change. Or if you were only producing a little bit and you had a big load on, like the house.
Okay. So that's battery in, and that's grid in.
In or out, yeah.
Yep.
Both ways.
So they.
Yeah.
How do we check whether it's in or out? Is there a plus minus
well,
or
you can see the flow. You see that?
Oh, sort of, yeah.
Sort of, yeah. Well, it tells you at the moment it's charging as well. See that?
Yep.
And then you're taking anything from the grid, so it might be hard to see there, but there's a little line going down that's showing it going into the battery and then going across to that box on the side of the house.
Yep.
And then into the home.
Yep.
And if it was going to the grid, it would show it going out to the grid, you know.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bit hard to see that maybe, but yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
You get used to that, and that one's pretty much real time. And then like you get graphs down here every day of what you did, what you've produced, what you've taken in from the grid. There's no data on yours yet, obviously.
Nothing yet to show, yep.
But I could just show you maybe this person here. You can see that they've produced 15 kilowatts today. 13 of those kilowatts went to the battery. The remainder went to the load, and the 5 kilowatts that she's used on her load, the 3.2 came from the battery and the rest came from solar. And she's basically taken nothing from the grid. You're always going to get a little bit down here.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, it's always going to happen.
It's got to
yeah. So sometimes
do some things that.
Yeah. So sometimes, let's say if you did turn on a big load like the air conditioning or whatever,
Yep.
It might automatically try and pull from the grid first of all, and it might pull from the grid for a few seconds, but then the system will go, no, hang on a second.
Yeah, I can get that from the battery now.
Yeah, and it'll stop it.
Yeah.
But there'll be moments where that will happen.
It takes time to
a few seconds.
do things. Yeah.
Maybe 10
Yeah.
seconds, something
Yeah.
like that, you know. But that's the same with every system, not just this system, you know. That's that, and that's pretty much the app. There's all sorts of stuff you can do with it. If you want to get into it, you can set your bills. You can do all sorts of stuff. But that is the basics of it. And I would just learn how it works for a while before you do anything else. Are you guys thinking of getting virtual power plants, or if you Amber or?
I'm looking at those things at the moment and trying to work out
so
what sort of is most likely to work in.
Yeah, leave it for a few months and get used to it, and then I would recommend. It's no skin off my nose if you do it or not do it. I'd give Amber a go. Yep. Amber, when it's working correctly, is magic. You don't have the traditional bill anymore. You're trading electricity on the open market, so you just pay them a subscription, and that's how they make their money. They don't make any money in electricity. And then Amber is just a software. It takes control of the software of your battery, and then it just trades electricity for you. So let's just say electricity was really cheap. If it's 5 cents a kilowatt, it would go, oh great, we'll charge up the battery full. Now it's only 5 cents a kilowatt. And then for some reason it spikes up to $5 a kilowatt. Well, oh great, we've got 20 kilowatts in the battery, we'll dump that into the grid and get to $5 a kilowatt. And it's magic. When it's working correctly, it's magic. They did have some issues keeping up with all the new demand for all the batteries going in. Because there were so many going in that all the new customers, their software couldn't keep up. But I think they've kind of settled back down on top of things again, you know.
Yep.
But my other recommendation, if you don't go with them, if you do go with a virtual power plant, don't sign up to anything for like Amber's month to month. If you don't want Amber, after a month you don't like it, get rid of it.
Yep.
Same with other virtual power plants. Don't sign up for anything for 3 years or 5 years or anything like that, because they can change it.
Yeah, and it's a matter
and
of finding how your usage, production and usage.
Yeah.
The
thing with the Amber, like it's month to month, and it's also you don't have to trade the electricity yourself. There's an AI attached to it and just does it for you. But yeah, if you are going down that route, just get something that's month to month and that you can cancel at any time. Don't get yourself locked into a contract. Because the power companies, once they have you for 5 years, they can do what they want then, you know. They basically, when they do that, they basically own your battery. Right, so we'll go this way, it's quicker, isn't it? So there's not much changes in here really, because your switchboard is pretty much up to date. So there's just an extra switch here. So this is the main switch from the grid, and then this is the new main switch that runs through the battery. It's called the main switch alternative. So this little box here is called the gateway. Its main function is to talk to the battery, and also if there's a power outage, it disconnects you from the grid, and that's the power in your home moves.
Yep.
So let's just say that I was going to turn off the power. You hear a click here, power stays on.
Yep.
And then you'll see that on the app. Then, if let's just say there is an outage for whatever reason, you'll go into off-grid mode.
Yep.
And it'll tell you you've 40% left in your battery. It won't give you an estimate on the time yet because your solar is still producing.
Yep.
But if your solar was dead, it would say, look, you've got 10 hours left based on your usage at the moment.
Yep.
And let's just say the grid was down for a couple of days for some reason. Just don't turn everything on. You just drain the battery.
Yeah.
And you click when the power goes back on. You can just click back over.
What's the time that it takes to switch over?
Instantaneous. It's instant. You don't even notice it. Not
Does electronics notice it?
no. 99% of the time, no. Your Wi-Fi will stay on.
Yep.
So your computer and all that should just work away normal. Not much to know in here. Just there is a bypass switch here. So let's just say 10 years from now, or 7 years from now, something like that. One of these two contactors, the power for the house runs through these contactors. Let's just say one of them failed. You can take out this pin, turn on the bypass switch, and then it will get the power back onto your house.
So that basically disconnects inverter and battery.
It doesn't disconnect it, but it just bypasses this contactor. Yeah, so the off-grid mode probably won't work in that scenario, but that's just like if something like that happens, you're just going to call us anyway. But
Yep.
let's just say it was the middle of the night or something.
Yep.
You couldn't get an electrician or whatever, and I was click back over to the grid, now you're clicking back over.
Yeah, you don't answer your phone after 5.
Probably not.
Well, I tried yesterday because I found the key, one of the guy's keys.
All right, yeah.
About
Was it-
5:30 was like, oh, somebody's probably going to want these. So I left a message on your
probably
mobile, and
you probably would have rang Jeff Ed.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, okay,
Yeah.
the number I have doesn't go.
No, I promise. That wasn't me, but yeah, we got the keys in the main thing. And then this is the battery. So the 6. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Pause for camera.
Pause for effect. How am I doing? How's my camera skills?
Excellent.
It's lucky I've rehearsed it about 100 times. So this symbol here is for your Wi-Fi. So if you ever see on your mobile app that it says your system's offline, it doesn't mean that your system is gone down. It just
It's
means
not talking.
it's not talking to the internet. Your one probably won't do that because it's hardwired, but if it ever says it's offline and this light is gone, it means it's just disconnected from the internet for some reason, for whatever reason. This one is for the panels, this one is the power to your home, and this one is the battery. And it's flashing green at the moment because it's charging. It flashes blue when it's discharging.
Okay, so panels.
Panels.
That means that it's
They're-
receiving power from them,
Yeah,
or
yeah, that they're on at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
if there was no at night,
it
that
just
would
goes
go off.
It just goes off.
Yep.
And this is power to the home, and that one is always green, except for when it's in off-grid mode, it turns blue, like we just did
Yep.
a minute ago. And then this one changes a bit, like it flashes green when it's charging, it stays steady green when it's full, it flashes blue when it's discharging. But that's the battery, that one, you know.
Yep.
That's those there.
Yep.
That's about it. Really,
What's the other?
that's if you've got an EV charger. There's a inbuilt EV charger into these,
Yep.
and that's
If
you have
that was-
you don't have it.
Yeah.
And then we've because your panels are basically flat, I'd recommend cleaning them once every 6 months or so.
Yep.
You can do it yourself or get someone to do it, but no chemicals, just water.
Yep.
Just water.
Hose and broom.
Hose and broom, that's it. Hose and a squeegee.
Yep.
Perfect. They don't have to be spotless, but you don't want a layer of dust on them either.
Dust and leaves and whatever.
Leaves, yeah. Just blow them down, and then maybe once every 6 months. Like, 'cause it's not the actual sunlight that turns on solar panels, it's the radiation. So if there's a light bit of dust on them, it doesn't really matter because it's not the sunlight, it's the radiation from the sun, so the radiation will get through the dirt. But if there's a big thick layer of dust on there over a couple of years, it will be a drama.
Yep.
So just once every 6 months give them a clean.
Yep.
And the gap is there for you to walk down if you need to.
Yep.
You don't have to walk on the edges. That's about it, guys.
Okay.
Any other questions?
How to turn it off? De-energize the system.
Yeah, there is a full shutdown procedure here, but if you want to turn it off, because you turn off that switch and you turn off in here, you can lift these covers up. There's a DC switch in there for the panel. Turn that off.
So the top one is the panels switch. That sort of long screwdriver handle.
No, this one. This one here.
Ah.
See that one there?
Yep.
That's the one for the panels. You'll see it on. It says DC switch. If you read that, there's a full shutdown procedure if you were an electrician and you needed to work on something.
Yep.
But basically, if you need to turn off the power to the house, don't turn off the main switch because you go into backup mode. Turn off the one in the switchboard like you did normally, and that will kill the circuits.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it will still be live from here to there.
Yeah, but all the circuits will be dead. So if you've got an electrician working on the house and he wants to turn off a circuit, or if he wants to turn off, just getting to turn off the circuits or turn off the alternative switch, that will kill all the power to the house.
Yep.
But if you turn off the main switch grid,
this side will still keep working.
It'll power back up the circuits.
And this switch?
That is just an on-off switch for here. You have to have an isolator beside it when it's not beside the switchboard.
Yep. So when that's turned off, does that de-energize this end of it, or
no? Because the power is coming from here. It's bi-directional, but the power is coming from there as well. So you need to isolate it back at the.
So you need to do the grid switch as well.
But you shouldn't need to do that. You shouldn't, like any electrician that's working on here, won't be working on this unless he's a solar electrician. But I'll show you where you can turn that kettle off as well if you really want to turn it off.
And so in a fire, which do you need to turn off? Both of them?
I don't. Well, I haven't had a fire yet.
Okay, but fire starts. Fire brigade comes here. What are they going to do? Because they're going to go. This is different. The last thing I did.
That's the battery.
So that one will turn the battery off to here.
Yeah.
But you probably want to also get the other switch down there to de-energize the cable.
God forbid the battery ever caught fire.
Sure.
Don't go near it.
Yeah.
Go out to the front of the house and stay away from it because the fumes from the lithium will kill you. They don't catch fire. I've never had a battery catch fire. The only ones that catch fire are the ones that are badly installed or poor quality. But if a battery ever catches fire in your car, if you get an EV or anywhere, if a battery catches, you just run a mile.
Yep.
The fumes will kill you. So it's going to be a big issue with all the EVs on the road when one of them catches fire in the tunnels. When one of them catches fire in the harbour tunnel or the whatever tunnel, it's going to be a huge issue because the lithium smoke will kill you. But like I say, they don't really catch fire. It's steady, especially the ones on the homes. If the ones in cars catch fire when they crash,
Yeah, because they're getting a big sort of damage. Yeah.
But these ones they're so steady. There's no.
And they're not moving.
Yeah, and we're starting to do. We haven't implemented it yet, but we'll do. A yearly maintenance check on these if people want just to check all the connections and make sure nothing's getting hot and all the rest of it like that.
Yep.
But they're pretty much maintenance free. They're maintenance free. They just run.
Yep.
Yeah. If there's ever an issue, you'll get a notification on the app, and you'll just call us and we'll come back and fix it, whatever it is. The main thing I haven't seen these ones fail. The main thing that goes in a solar system is the inverter. If something's going to go, it's the inverter, and then it'll just stop producing, and then it's under warranty. You can swap it out. But I haven't had to swap any of this brand yet.
Yep.
But it's relatively new as well. It's maybe 5 years old or something, But can't stress that enough. If there's ever a fire in any kind of lithium battery, run away. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's sort of like you're going to have fireys coming in and going.
They won't go near it. They just let it burn up. They'll just let it burn out. They won't go near it.
But if you get a fire in the house as well, you need to be able to de-energize.
Yeah, well, just de-energize it from here. Turn everything off. Like turn off that switch, turn off this switch, turn off the switches in here, turn everything off in that emergency situation. Yeah. The shutdown procedure will tell you like how to shut it down. So open your SIG Energy, find that breaker there, and turn it off, and turn off your DC isolator. That's the one that I showed you down there, and then all the other breakers, if you want to get into the board and work on it, it's all documented there. You know.
Yep.
Like, but if there's ever a fire in the house and you want to turn off the power to the battery, just that one there will turn off the power to the battery, the cable going to the battery. That
one will turn off the grid input.
Yeah, and then that one will, like, if you turn that off, see there's power in that now, right? But if you turn that switch off, there's still power there.
Yep.
Right. But then if you turn this switch off, there's no power there, because that switch is controlling those. And under normal circumstances, it comes into this one, goes down,
goes there, comes back
into this one and goes through that. So it's always going through this, no matter what mode it's in.
Yep.
So if you turn that one off, that would kill all your circuits.
Yep.
Yeah, power's back on now. Look, don't stress it. If there's a fire in the house, just turn it off, I suppose. Or if there's a fire in the shed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in terms of running loads, currently this backs up everything?
Everything.
Yep.
The whole thing's backed up.
When we get to the point of having hot water,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Well, ways of doing things like hot water and vehicle charging outside of the backup.
Outside of the backup.
So if you end up in backup, you don't want to be charging your car out of the battery.
But you'll be able to control all that from the app. In the like, if you're off grid, is that what you're saying?
If you're off grid or just trying to charge out of solar rather than.
There's ways to set all that up in the app. So if you get a SIG Energy car charger, whether it's the one that you put in the stack, the DC one, or there's an AC one that can go on the wall here, say, let's say if you are going to park the car there, you'll be able to control that from the app. You'll be able to set times on it. You'll be able to say, I'll take the excess solar and give it to the car.
Right. So
all that kind of stuff.
It doesn't need other sort of hardware to run that.
It will need hardware, but once we install it all, you'll see it in the app, and then you'll be able to do whatever you want. Yeah, and the same with there is a smart port in here. It's called that one there that's not on. So you can hook up hot waters or whatever you want to that, and control your hot water as well.
And that is where you put your timing or energy origin or whatever sort of things you're putting on there.
Yeah. So if you were getting hot water, electric hot water, and you wanted to time it or you wanted it to take excess solar or whatever, you hook it into there, and then you can control it from the app as well. And the charging is a bit different to charging, but when we do it, you will see it in the app, and you can control it whatever way you want as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's that's cool.
Okay.
It just needs a bit more cabling, but that's not a big deal. Yeah.
And depending on what's available at the time, which may be different to what is now.
For you can either get the. I think there's a couple of options with the DC one. There's a 12.5 kilowatt DC charger, which probably would be one you get with single phase, or there's a 7 kilowatt AC charger, which basically would charge the car overnight in about 7 or 8 hours, depending on the car.
Yep.
Yeah. There'd be your two options there. But if you do get that and you do install it, it's all controllable from the app.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me the things that melted?
The things that melted. Oh yeah, they're gone. They're not installed anymore.
Yeah, they're upgraded.
Yeah. So I actually have a picture of it. We have to take a picture of it
to prove that you put the right bits in.
Basically, yeah. The AC plug was the one that was a problem. Like none of mine back in the place all but basically before that was a different style of plug, and on the inside it had push-in connectors where you just lift up the lever, you push in the copper and close up the lever and crank it. Now they are like this. They are different style. I won't take it off. Good job.